Shalom, shalom, and I pray that you're all blessed today and you're enjoying your day. Um, I wanted to reflect on a few things and kind of tie in all the other videos I've done on this particular subject, but I'm going to go a little bit deeper this time, and we're going to talk about this struggle that lies ahead and the struggle that we're all going through. And, what we bear witness to in the physical, is indeed a reflection of what's going on in the spiritual. Just because we don't observe things with our eyes, it doesn't mean that there isn't a powerful force behind it. Okay, and if you read in Ephesians chapter 6, 12 to 13, it states that for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, excuse me, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that we may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. Okay, we can go to a cross-reference in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, 3 to 4, and it tells us, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but the mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Okay, there is indeed a spiritual battle going on in this world. Okay, diseases like Ebola, enterovirus, and many more are absolutely weapons of warfare. And behind these weapons are powerful forces. There's such a presence of fear going on in the world. And I've spoken to many people that dread turning on the TV or going outside. They become captive. They're held captive by fear. But we can't live in fear. Okay, and the media propagates fear, and this is called a device. Okay, lawyers, attorneys, law enforcement, manipulators, and media use devices. All right, a device is used to draw attention, okay, to a specific cause. For instance, if you came up to me and you say anything, it could just be a regular conversation, and you could say something like "It's sunny out," and then based on my response, any onlookers nearby observing my response, example, say I get really dramatic after you say that. Like if I say, oh my goodness, oh, wow. You see what I just did? Now, from far away, there's nowhere to tell. There's no way to tell, what was said, only my reaction, right? Okay, so my reaction would cause like bystanders to believe that what the person just said to me, it's sunny out, was actually something off, or that something was wrong, or that person, it turns into the bad guy. He turns into the bad guy. Okay, and this is manipulation, and that's exactly what's going on in the media. And you can get a sense of how cunning and deceptively you can get drawn in. Okay, the media does this all the time, and they do it by not fully informing the public, lying and telling half truths. They twist stories in order not to, to get ratings. Basically, I was just watching something early this morning about their different ratings and how the digital system is much more effective for them getting their ratings. Anyway, getting back to the devices that the media uses, they use them to 1, get a response, 2, cause a reaction, and 3, cause fear. And these are just a few devices, because there's many. We as believers, we can't afford to be blind to the devices of Satan. 2 Corinthians 2:11 tells us that we're not blind to Satan's devices. Excuse me. And this is exactly what we're observing worldwide behind the powers of this world. Remember, principalities and rulers behind the men of influence, okay? And there's a greater agenda going on than many are aware of, okay? Many have fallen asleep. 1 Peter 5:8 says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, okay? We need to start paying attention, amen? You can observe and see a pattern emerging, okay? diseases and the recent bill signed by Obama to detain and quarantine those with respiratory illnesses. The curious thing about this is you begin to wonder who draws the line. What if you don't have something like Ebola, but you're detained because of suspicion? And it could be something as simple as a common cold. Do you see where I'm going with this? People have actually started calling in on other people in suspicion of them having Ebola. America is steadily at a downward spiral. I'm sorry, folks. This is definitely not about being pessimistic or some sort of fear monger. But this is just hardcore reality. A complete economical collapse is imminent. Please be discerning. Discern the times we're in. Ask Yahuwah, God, for wisdom. He gives freely to all. We've observed thousands of coffins, FEMA coffins, being transported across the state. And just recently, a whole batch of them were transported to Georgia. Okay. I know that an event is going to take place in which people are going to willingly give their complete control over to a great deceiver. And all those who have ears to hear what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. This isn't new to you. This false Messiah will come about during a time when the world is really seeking hope and offer a solution to the problem. Folks, we have to start opening up our Bibles and praying. Pray that you may be counted worthy to escape the things that are coming to this world. And that's already here. This is it. Like the days of Noah, let me tell you something. He didn't just, Yahuwah didn't just sweep up Noah, but he kept him safe. You understand what I'm saying? Sodom and Gomorrah. You remember what it speaks about in the Bible about that? How Lot's wife, she turned around. We can't keep turning around, folks. We can't. People are a little bit too comfortable. We need to start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. These are the last days. It doesn't get better. Trials and tribulations. You understand me? Not until Yahushua HaMashiach comes back will it get better. And he's not coming as a lamb, but the Lion of Judah. Amen. We need to get right now. So many are lukewarm, going back and forth. You have an unstable heart, falling for the lust of this world, thinking you have time to spare. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a fool's game. And I'm going to tell you this because I was there. I was living that life, and it's a lie. It's a delusion. Many are hypnotized and mesmerized, seduced, and spellbound. This is your warning. Tomorrow may be too late. You have to choose now, And it baffles me how believers are so put off, so unbelieving and perplexed about the things going on in this world. Aren't we supposed to be doing greater things? What happened to that? It's sad. And it breaks my heart to see what's going on. With so many people dying, poisons in our food and the air, people killing each other senselessly. And we just want it to stop. Many of us are just ready to go home, amen? People are just, they're deceived. We can't make anybody see anything that they don't want to see, and most of it is that people have hardened their hearts, and many are walking in darkness. But you have to be aware that you don't walk in darkness anymore. You don't walk in darkness anymore. Romans 8:22-23 says that, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first few fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Folks, I pray for your protection and understanding. And may the peace of our Elohim abound in your hearts today and always. Shalom.